Hey folks, Austin Manning out here at Johnson RV, your home for premium pre-owned motorhomes. Today we're going to look at something brand new. It's a 2017 Wonder from Leisure Travel. Let's go check it out. So here we have it. Now this is the latest and greatest from Leisure Travel 2017 Wonder. You might notice it's on a Ford chassis, not a Mercedes Sprinter. That's out of the norm for Leisure Travel. Almost all of their coaches come on a Sprinter. Ford, a lot of people would prefer finding something on a Ford chassis. Might be a little bit easier to find a mechanic that knows the ins and outs of a Ford engine. Of course, we are looking at a 5-cylinder Power Stroke turbo diesel from Ford. So in terms of power, torque, gas mileage, you're really getting a pretty close match between the Mercedes Sprinter and the Power Stroke turbo diesel from Ford there. About 16 to 19 miles per gallon on here. This is considered a B+ model. We've got integrated fiberglass running boards to get in and out of the coach, making that first step up a little bit easier than what you normally would get from Ford on the Transit model itself. This is going to be our access to our fuel. Now, going down the side of the coach here, we'll just kind of open some of these up and take a look. One thing Leisure Travel does almost better than anybody else on their B+ models is use this undercarriage area well. They got a lot of built-in storage opportunities for you. You can see we've got a designated spot for the sewer hose, so it's not taking up any of our storage bins, not rubbing up with any of our camp chairs. We have our utility center in the back here, so we do have outside shower, some of our hookups back here. You'll notice too, we got this little tube thing right there. You guys know what that is? That is a macerator. Macerator is a nice option. It is an add-on option. It's pretty sought after. It basically means that everything is hooked up, ready to go when it's time to hit the dump station and empty out your waste tanks. It's right there. It's hooked up. All you got to do is pull it out and turn it on. It'll do everything for you. You do have, of course, like I mentioned before, you have your sewer hose up here too. So if need be, because that is a mechanical mechanism, if you're ever having any issues with it, it's a quick, easy bypass and just go back to doing it the old school way. One of my favorite things about the Wonder is right here. This is the Truma AquaGo system. It's a hot water on demand system. It's really being well received on the market as probably your best hot water system out there. It basically works on a 1 liter reserve, and then by the time you get through that 1 liter of hot water, you have continuous hot water, which is important for you because that means you're not wasting a lot of your fresh water supply just to get to the hot water. You don't have to wait for it, and you're keeping a little less water out of your drain tanks because, again, you're not siphoning through all that fresh water just to get to the hot water. We do have 3,000 pound tow hitch capacity on the Ford Transit there. So if you're bringing a little car with you, something like that, you are ready to rock and roll. Right here on the patio side, you can see I did put out the awning. It's a nice sunny day out today. It's nice to have the shade, get the patio set up, get camp going. We do have built-in LED lighting all the way around the edge of that, so we can light up the whole patio section at night after we get camp set up. The Wonder does have one of the best exterior storage bins in the rear here. Take a look at that. You've got a couple removable shelves, a couple cargo nets. This, to me, being the golfer that I am, this is the golf club spot for me and even a couple friends. I could probably get 3 sets of clubs in there, but it can be whatever you need it to be. That's just what it would be for me. Moving ahead here, again, Leisure Travel does an excellent job of utilizing all this undercarriage spot. There's our generator. We're looking at a 3600 propane generator. We've got some outside power right underneath our awning here, and we're going to have a couple more little hidden spots down here. You can see those are our auxiliary batteries. Really easy to get to if you ever need to check those or swap them out, and then even more storage built in underneath. Here's another option on the Wonder. We do have keyless entry here, so that can be nice if you're traveling with a couple folks and you only brought 1 set of keys. You've got a 4-digit personalized PIN to get in and out of the house right there. It's going to make that a little bit easier. Let's go check out the inside. So up in the front here, again, this is a Ford product. So this is the Ford Transit chassis. See, we've got a smart wheel there that's got all sorts of connectivity for the driver, hands-free access with Bluetooth. And one thing that's actually really cool on this, if you put the coach in reverse, your backup monitor actually shows up on your rear view mirror. How cool is that? That's naturally where you're going to want to look. So that's where they put the image for that monitor, right up in there. And then that keeps your center console display free for, you know, navigation and radio and DVD and who knows what's next in the technology world. But you've got two separate things in control there. So it's really quite a cool cabin. Drive on this really super sturdy. It's a low profile coach. It's got a nice wide wheelbase. Dean from Leisure Travel really likes driving the Wonder. He's been driving Sprinters for years, and he really liked driving the Ford when they first came out with this. So that's got to say something. And he's a big guy too, and he had plenty of legroom up in the front there. Now the Wonder itself, we have a control panel built in right over the door, so everything's really easy to access. We've got our generator controls, tank monitors, inverter controls built in right there. And check out the styling on everything. You'll notice your latches are all up underneath everything. They clip close, they lock shut. Everything's got a nice clean line look to it. It's very European styled. We've got lots and lots of built-in storage space here. Our lounge area here is really quite unique as well. Now, when they built this coach on the Ford Transit, they wanted it to work with weight purposes. It's a slightly lighter weight chassis than the Mercedes they're used to building on, so they didn't want to put a slide out in. So to make that work, they wanted to go with a Murphy bed, and they wanted to give you a dinette lounge area up in the front here without adding that extra real estate that you need with the slide out. So how they did that, it's really quite cool. We've got our seating area here. You've got a couple different backrests on each side that can prop up. Your backrest actually come off, sit flush there, and then we've got table for two facing inward. Those can be put right back on, super easy. Those you unlock, put them back down. So that's our daytime. As you can see, we have our entertainment center built in right across from that. Check this out. If you just want a nice view of the lake or whatever you're camped next to, it just goes away, and then it's counter space. It is on a pressure piston system, so if you don't click that all the way closed, it'll slap back up on you there. Now, back to the bedroom area here. Our headrest, prop that open. It's going to lock in place, and then we have a little latch to unleash the bed. Notice the tables, chairs, everything folds right down with it. This is really one of the easiest conversions between daytime, nighttime setup that they've ever come out with. It's really great. Pretty much anybody could do this. It's counterweighted. It's not a heavy weight to lower or to raise in the morning. You have the strap, so all your bedding goes up and down with the bed. I love it. I hope you like it too. It's really cool. Now, moving on, we got a couple overhead storage bins. This is really going to be our bulk storage area right in here. Look at all that built-in storage space you've got. It's huge. You got a really nice hanging storage up above, and then all the built-in shelves. My wife would go nuts for this one. These would all be the shoe racks. She'd be bringing all the heels with her. You can bring whatever you want, but knowing my wife, that's what she'd bring. And this is really cool too. So back here, we've got our fridge, we've got our microwave, we've got our freezer. Everything is built in. So when you don't need to get into the fridge, you've just got nice, clean lines. Everything goes away, just becomes aesthetically part of the look of the whole coach. We've got a really smooth surface, solid surface, DuPont countertop over here. Nice big deep bowl for the sink. Flush mounted appliances. Got a little tray right here for using as a drying rack, or throw the utensils up there. Again, all the hardware hidden up underneath. Everything just looks nice, smooth, and clean. Check out the bathroom. Lots and lots of space. You get a nice sized shower on one side. You got a very adult, user-friendly open area in the back there. This is actually Another one of my favorite parts. I have so many favorite parts of this coach. You can tell it's really cool, or at least I think it's really cool, can't you? We got a little fold down right over the toilet. When you're not using the toilet, maybe you're taking a shower, you got a spot to set the clothes for when you get done with the shower. Maybe set the towel for when you get out. Of course, you have a towel rack right there, a little towel hanger. But I think it's the bee's knees. It's super cool. This is a fantastic coach. I want to show it to you in person. So, thank you very much for watching. Remember, my name's Austin Manning. And don't forget to ask for me when you come out to see the Wonder in person. It's fantastic.